Have you ever wondered why our ancestors, who didn't have access to food around the clock, were healthier and lived longer? It may surprise you to learn that the secret lies not just in what they ate, but when they ate. This is the very essence of intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, or IF, is not a diet in the traditional sense. Rather, it's a pattern of eating. It's a way of scheduling your meals so that you get the most out of them. It's about cycling between periods of eating and fasting. The focus is less on the foods you consume and more on when you eat them. Historically, our hunter-gatherer ancestors didn't have supermarkets, refrigerators, or food available year-round. Sometimes they couldn't find anything to eat, and their bodies evolved to be able to function without food for extended periods of time. In fact, fasting from time to time is more natural than always eating 3 to 4 or more meals per day. It's interesting to note that intermittent fasting isn't something new that's been concocted by diet gurus. It's been around for a long time and is actually very common in many cultures around the world for both health and spiritual reasons. There are different ways to do intermittent fasting, and we'll go into detail about them later on. But for now, it's important to understand that the method you choose should fit your lifestyle. Whether it's the 16-8 method, the 5-2 method, or Eat Stop Eat, they all revolve around the basic principle of eating and fasting. In recent years, intermittent fasting has gained popularity in the health and fitness world. What was once just another obscure dietary protocol has now grown into a full-fledged health trend. But why? Is it just another fad soon to be forgotten, or is there more to it? This is intermittent fasting, a time-old practice making a modern comeback, but why is it gaining popularity now? Does the idea of going without food for hours scare you? But what if it's beneficial for your body? This is where the science of intermittent fasting comes into play. Let's delve into the physiological changes that occur during fasting. When you fast, your body goes through a series of changes on a cellular and molecular level. One of the most significant changes is how your body adjusts to use stored fat as energy. Normally, your body uses glucose from the food you eat for energy. But when you're fasting, your body switches to using stored fat, kick-starting the fat-burning process. Now, let's talk about insulin, a hormone that allows cells in the body to take in glucose. When you eat, insulin levels rise and help store excess glucose for later use. But during fasting, insulin levels drop, signaling the body to start burning stored energy because no more is coming through food. This decline in insulin levels during fasting is one of the key triggers for burning fat. Intermittent fasting also affects your hormones, cells, and genes. For instance, your growth hormone levels skyrocket, increasing as much as 5-fold. This has benefits for fat loss and muscle gain, among other things. Fasting also triggers a cellular repair process called autophagy, where your cells digest and remove old and dysfunctional proteins that build up inside cells. Moreover, genes involved in longevity and protection against disease become more active. In other words, fasting helps you live longer and healthier. In essence, when you fast, your body initiates important cellular repair processes and changes hormone levels to make stored body fat more accessible. It's like hitting the reset button on your body, giving it a chance to regenerate and restore itself, leading to improved health and longevity. So the human body, it seems, is well designed to handle periods without food and might even thrive on it. So, what does intermittent fasting do to your body that makes it so beneficial? You may wonder. Firstly, weight loss. Intermittent fasting is a powerful weight loss tool. It's a simple and effective way to restrict calories and burn fat. You see, when you're fasting, your body switches its energy source from glucose to fat, promoting more efficient fat burning. Next, let's talk about metabolic health. Intermittent fasting can help improve various metabolic factors linked to overall health. It can lower insulin resistance, reducing your risk of type 2 diabetes. It can also decrease levels of inflammation, a key driver of many common diseases. Now, how about the prospect of increased longevity? Exciting, isn't it? Research suggests that intermittent fasting could help extend lifespan. It appears to slow aging by inducing cellular repair processes and boosting the production of a hormone called human growth hormone, which is known to facilitate fat burning and muscle gain. And then there's cognitive improvement. Fasting can have profound effects on brain health. It may increase the growth of new neurons and protect the brain from damage. It's also been shown to improve various brain functions like memory, focus, and overall mental clarity. But that's not all. Intermittent fasting can also benefit heart health by improving numerous risk factors for heart disease, such as blood pressure, cholesterol levels, triglycerides, and inflammatory markers. Moreover, it's believed to aid in cancer prevention and treatment. Some studies suggest that intermittent fasting may prevent cancer development, slow tumor growth, and enhance the effectiveness of chemotherapy. Lastly, it can boost your immune system. Fasting triggers a process called autophagy, where your cells clean out and recycle waste products. This process plays a crucial role in maintaining immune function and warding off diseases. Clearly, the benefits of intermittent fasting go beyond just weight loss. It's a holistic approach to health that offers a myriad of benefits, from improved metabolic health to increased longevity and cognitive improvement. Intermittent fasting is much more than a diet. It's a lifestyle change that can significantly improve your health. Not all fasts are created equal. So what type of intermittent fasting suits you? Let's dive into the three popular types of intermittent fasting: the 16-8 method, Eat Stop Eat, and the 5-2 diet. Each has its unique pattern and potential benefits, which might make it a better fit for different individuals. Firstly, the 16-8 method. This type of fasting involves confining your food intake to an 8-hour window and fasting for the remaining 16 hours of the day. For instance, you might choose to eat between noon and 8 in the evening. This method is popular due to its flexibility and ease of integration into daily routines. It's great for those seeking a manageable way to reap the benefits of intermittent fasting without drastic changes to their lifestyles. Next, we have the Eat Stop Eat method. This involves a full 24-hour fast once or twice a week. For example, if you finish dinner at 7 in the evening on Monday, you wouldn't eat again until 7 in the evening on Tuesday. This method requires a bit more willpower and isn't for everyone. However, for those who can handle longer periods without food, it can be a powerful tool for weight loss and health improvement. Lastly, let's discuss the 5-2 diet. This involves eating normally for 5 days of the week and restricting your calorie intake to 500 to 600 calories for the other 2 days. This method might be suitable for those who find daily fasting too restrictive, but can handle short periods of severe calorie restriction. Remember, it's essential to choose a fasting method that aligns with your lifestyle and health goals. None of these methods are inherently superior to the others. It's all about finding what works for you. Understanding these methods can help you choose the one that fits your lifestyle. Intrigued by the idea of intermittent fasting and want to give it a try? Here's how. First, it's crucial to choose the right method that fits your lifestyle. There are several types of intermittent fasting, such as the 16-8 method, the 5-2 method, or the Eat Stop Eat method. The 16-8 method involves fasting for 16 hours and eating within an 8-hour window, and it's usually the most manageable for beginners. The 5-2 method, on the other hand, involves eating normally for 5 days and restricting your calorie intake for 2 days. The Eat Stop Eat method requires you to fast for a full 24 hours once or twice a week. Now, once you've chosen your method, it's time to set a schedule. It's important to pick a fasting and eating window that works best for you. If you're a breakfast person, you might choose to eat from 7 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. If you like late dinners, you might prefer to eat from noon to 8 in the evening. Remember, the goal is to make intermittent fasting a sustainable part of your routine. As you start your intermittent fasting journey, you might experience some hunger pangs. This is completely normal. Your body is simply adjusting to the new eating pattern. Drinking plenty of water, herbal teas, or black coffee can help suppress your appetite during fasting periods. Also, keeping yourself busy can distract you from feelings of hunger. It's also crucial to maintain a balanced diet during your eating window. This isn't an excuse to binge on junk food. Make sure to consume plenty of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Lastly, be patient. It's normal to feel a bit off in the beginning as your body adjusts. You may feel hungry or even a bit sluggish, but these feelings will pass as your body becomes accustomed to the new routine. Remember, the key is to listen to your body and adjust accordingly. This isn't a race, it's a journey towards a healthier lifestyle. So be kind to yourself and take one step at a time. While intermittent fasting can be beneficial, it's not for everyone. What should you be aware of? As with any diet or lifestyle change, intermittent fasting comes with its own set of precautions and potential side effects. One of the most common side effects experienced by those new to intermittent fasting is hunger. Your body is used to receiving food at certain times. When you suddenly change that schedule, it may take some time for your body to adjust. You may feel hungry, even during times when you usually wouldn't be eating. Another side effect that you might experience is fatigue. This is especially true during the first few days of intermittent fasting, as your body transitions from using glucose as its primary source of energy to using fat. This shift can leave you feeling drained or low on energy, but don't worry, this is temporary and usually subsides after a few days. Moreover, intermittent fasting could potentially lead to nutrient deficiencies. This is because you're eating fewer meals, and thus you might be getting fewer nutrients. It's crucial to focus on nutrient-dense foods during your eating windows to ensure you're getting all the essential vitamins and minerals your body needs. Now let's talk about who should avoid intermittent fasting. Pregnant women, for instance, require a steady intake of nutrients for the developing baby, and thus intermittent fasting is not recommended. Individuals with certain health conditions such as diabetes, eating disorders, or those who are underweight should also avoid intermittent fasting. These individuals may experience adverse health effects due to the prolonged periods without food. In addition, those who have a history of disordered eating should approach intermittent fasting with caution. The rigid eating windows can potentially trigger unhealthy behaviors and thought patterns. Lastly, if you're someone who takes medication that needs to be taken with food, intermittent fasting may not be the best option for you. The timing of your meals could interfere with your medication schedule. Always consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new diet regimen, including intermittent fasting. Your health should always be your top priority. So, make sure you're making informed decisions based on what's best for your body and lifestyle. Myths and misconceptions abound when it comes to intermittent fasting. Let's debunk some of the most common ones. First up, the fear that fasting leads to muscle loss. While it's true that your body needs protein to build and maintain muscle, intermittent fasting doesn't inherently cause muscle wastage. In fact, studies show that when combined with resistance training, intermittent fasting can actually help preserve muscle mass while reducing body fat. Next, the notion that intermittent fasting triggers eating disorders. It's important to note that intermittent fasting is a tool for health, not a gateway to harmful behaviors. It's about conscious consumption, not deprivation or punishment. However, like any dietary approach, it's not suitable for everyone. Individuals with a history of eating disorders should consult with a healthcare professional before embarking on any new eating plan, including intermittent fasting. Another common misconception is that drinking water breaks a fast. This is simply not true. Water, black coffee, and unsweetened tea are all acceptable to consume during your fasting window. They won't spike your insulin levels or disrupt your fast. In fact, staying hydrated is crucial during fasting periods. Let's also address the myth that fasting equates to starvation. Intermittent fasting is not about starving yourself, but rather about controlling when you eat. You're still getting the nutrients your body needs, just within a specific time frame each day. Finally, the belief that fasting is just a fad. While intermittent fasting may seem trendy, it's far from a passing craze. Humans have been fasting for thousands of years, for reasons ranging from religious practices to survival during times of scarcity. Modern science is only just beginning to understand the potential health benefits that our ancestors intuitively knew. Armed with the right information, you can make informed decisions about whether intermittent fasting is right for you. Intermittent fasting is not a diet, it's a lifestyle. But how can it fit into your life? It's a question that may have been percolating in your mind since we started this journey of understanding intermittent fasting. The answer is simple and complex at the same time. Intermittent fasting is like a puzzle piece that can be fitted into the jigsaw of your life in countless ways. Consider this. The beauty of intermittent fasting lies in its flexibility. There are no hard and fast rules about what you can or cannot eat. It's all about when you eat. This means that whether you're a busy professional, a student, or a stay-at-home parent, you can tailor your fasting schedule to suit your lifestyle. The early riser might choose to fast in the mornings, breaking their fast at noon. The night owl, on the other hand, might prefer to have their eating window in the evening. And let's not forget the potential time savings. Without the need to plan, prepare and eat 3 meals a day, you might find yourself with a few extra hours to spend as you please. Perhaps you could use this time to pursue a hobby, spend time with loved ones, or simply relax and unwind. In terms of health, the potential benefits of intermittent fasting are astounding. We've already discussed how it can aid in weight loss, improve metabolic health, and potentially even increase longevity. However, it's important to remember that intermittent fasting is not a magic bullet. It should be seen as a tool in your wellness toolbox, complementing other healthy lifestyle habits such as regular exercise, adequate sleep, and a balanced diet. In the end, it all boils down to personal preference and individual health needs. Intermittent fasting offers a framework that you can adapt to your liking. It's not about depriving yourself or adhering to rigid rules. It's about finding a rhythm that works for you, one that aligns with your unique lifestyle and health goals. Ultimately, intermittent fasting is a tool. It's up to you to use it in a way that benefits your health and fits your lifestyle. Until next time, subscribe for more health and wellness tips.